people are gonna laugh at me for this, but today legitimately made me feel like Barcelona could win La Liga. Like today's the day that I think to myself, like, yo, Barcelona could win La Liga. And a lot of people might like look at that and start laughing and be like, Skills, come on, man. Like, what are you saying? This was like the worst game of the season. This was the worst game that they played this season. Yeah, but this is the type of games you need to win La Liga. So let me explain what I mean. Anybody could jump on a bandwagon when a team is looking juicy, right? When a team is playing beautiful tiki-taka and absolutely cooking everybody that they play up against, you can sit there and go, oh, you know what? This team's amazing. Oh, they're going to win La Liga because they're playing great football. They're going to win La Liga. Because you know that in a season, there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. And I literally look at you and I say this to you and I say, the reason I think that Barcelona could win La Liga is because they just played a game where it wasn't their best performance. They didn't look great. They didn't look amazing, and they got the W. And the reason it was so important to get the W was Real Madrid already had won their game. Real Madrid already had a game in hand, and they were pushing closer to Barcelona. And Barcelona in that locker room knows, as much as they don't want to talk about it, they know that Real Madrid is playing Atletico Madrid this Saturday coming up. And they also know that the news just came out that Mbappe, who is their number 9, is going to miss at least 3 weeks, which means there is going to be no Kylian Mbappe to go up against Atletico Madrid. So you look at this Barcelona team and you go, well, what can this team do in an important phase of the season? Because this is an important phase of the season. This is a spot where Real Madrid just won and got closer to you. If you don't win your game, Real Madrid is closer to you. Or you can win your game and push further away from Real Madrid and now make Real Madrid have to go to Atletico Madrid or go play Atletico Madrid and beat Atletico. Like they can't tie. They're in a situation where they can't tie because if they tie, if they lose, if they drop any more points, Barcelona gets more and more of a comfort. Now, these points, this point gap this early in the season means nothing, but what it does is it builds confidence. And when you start to build confidence, when Lewandowski starts believing, when Lamine Yamal starts believing, when Rafinha starts believing, when these players start believing, it's going to be harder and harder and harder and harder and harder for this team to drop points. That's how football is. Football is all about momentum. It's not a race, it's a marathon. And just building on momentum and building on momentum and building on momentum is the most important thing. Another man of the match performance for Lamine Yamal. Momentum. Building and building. Every game Lamine Yamal is getting better. Every game Barcelona's looking better and better. Today, not a good performance, got the W. When Real Madrid didn't have a good performance, they tied. When Real Madrid didn't have a good performance, they dropped points. That is going to be the difference when it comes to the end of the season. Now, am I telling you that Real Madrid 100% has lost the league already? No. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to say that. We're like 7 games into La Liga. But what I am going to tell you is the way Barcelona won a very difficult game, the way they won a game where they didn't perform well, the way they won a game holding a clean sheet and 1-0 is a very big deal to La Liga. It's a very big, everyone knows in football, there is those games where you just know it ain't working. So much is going wrong. So much ain't happening for us. We can't enter the back of the net. We're trying. This second half from Barcelona today was awful. I didn't like nothing about that second half. People can be like, nah, Skills, you're overreacting. It wasn't that bad. They didn't play good, bro. In my opinion, they did not play good. In my opinion, they didn't look the best, in my opinion, right? But they won. And 3 points are 3 points. That's all that matters. Like, at the end of the day, lads, that's all we care about as football fans, right? Did my team get 3 points? Yes, you want to see your team play a beautiful football. Yes, you want to see your team play like prime Barcelona, prime Spain. You want to see tiki-taka magic. You want to see 2002 Brazil. You want to see great football. But at the end of the day, you want 3 points. And you'll take 3 points however it comes. And Barcelona today took a 3 points that, in my opinion, is one of the biggest 3 points of the season so far. Because now you look at the standings and they're back to being on 21 points. Real Madrid is on 17. And Real Madrid has to face Atletico Madrid. And a lot of people might be like, well, Atletico Madrid isn't doing that good. Yeah, 3 wins, 3 draws. Only 3 goals against, which means they're barely getting scored on. All right, that's what everyone needs to look at that because that's important. Only 3 goals. They have the best defense in La Liga. Only 3 goals scored on them in 6 games so far. But they've only scored 10 goals, so they're not scoring a lot. But it's still Atletico Madrid. It's still Real Madrid. It's still a very, very big rivalry. It's still a humongous game. Why is it a humongous game? Because if Atletico Madrid beats Real Madrid, they're 1 point away from Real Madrid. They're 1 point away. It's that simple. And I'm lying. I think I'm lying. Because if they're on 6 right now, if they win, they're going to be on 15. So wait, if they win their game coming up, because they're on 6 games right now, they would be on 15. Wait, they would be on 14. Wait, no, they'd be on 15 points. And then if they beat Real Madrid 15, 16, 17, 18, they actually jump Real Madrid, which means they're probably back in the top 3. So this right here is a ginormous week for Atletico Madrid. It's a ginormous week for Real Madrid because you just lost Kylian Mbappe and you're already a few points behind Barcelona. Barcelona hasn't dropped any points the whole season. You have to beat Atleti. You have to beat Atleti. You have to beat Atletico Madrid. If you are the team that everyone thinks that you're supposed to be, you have to beat Atletico Madrid. So look, all the pressure is on Ancelotti. All the pressure is on Real Madrid, on Vinicius Jr., on Rodrigo, on Jude Bellingham. It's on them. It is literally on them now because, like I said, Barcelona's sitting back like, hey, job done. Job done for this week. We're back up to we're on 21 points after 7 games, and we're going away. We're going away to Osasuna in the next match. Is that who they go away to in the next match? Let me make sure. Yeah, they go away to Osasuna in the next match. All right, so they're going to go away to them. And when they go away to them, I want you to remember something. This is not an easy game. Osasuna is chilling in 7th place with 11 points. So it's not an easy game. It's not an easy game. But they're going away to them. And if they win, again, if they win and Atletico Madrid happen to tie with Real Madrid would be on 18 points and Barcelona, if they won, would be on 24 points. That's a lot of points, boys. That's a lot of points early in the season. And again, nothing is done. Nothing is settled. The league is so close. It's just the beginning. But momentum, confidence, building, it is so important. And right now, I think Barcelona is oozing with confidence. All those players are oozing. You can see the way Lamine Yamal plays. Guys, there was a chance here. The ball falls outside the box. And I don't care what anybody says to me. You can say whatever you want to say to me, right? The ball falls to Lamine Yamal outside the box. This guy lasers a shot that is so unlucky it comes off the crossbar. I didn't want to say this because it's too early to say it. It's been early to say it, but I'm going to say it. Lamine Yamal is better than Messi and Ronaldo at this young of an age. It just is what it is. I've never seen any player in football do this. 17 years old and destroying La Liga and destroyed the Euros. Okay, you can bring up all the stats you want to bring up for Real Madrid and Ronaldo, not Real Madrid for not Ronaldo. You could bring up all the stats you want to bring up for Messi. They did not win a major competition for their national team at 17 years old. All right, an actual one, like an actual in the senior team. They did not do what he is doing at a team that he is doing it at that age. It's just facts, bro. Lamine Yamal is the best player on Barcelona at that age. When Messi was a baby on Barcelona, he was not the best player on that team. When Ronaldo was a baby at Manchester United, he was not the best player on that team. There was players on that team that were better than him at the time. There is players that are better that were on Barcelona that were better than Messi at the time. And the facts are, Lamine Yamal is the best player on Barcelona. I don't care they got Lewandowski. I don't care. I don't care they got Conde. I don't care they got Araujo. Lamine Yamal is the best player on Barcelona. At a young age, this kid is better than Messi and Ronaldo. At a young age, this kid is better than Mbappe. At a young age, this kid is cooking. And listen, Mbappe did bits because he won a World Cup, I think, at 18 years old, all right? But it wasn't 17. It wasn't 17. Lamine Yamal doing this type of stuff at 17 years old, it's not normal, lads. It's not normal. It needs to be studied because it's wild. He's literally 17 years old. His birthday is July 13th, 2007, which means he's only going to turn 18 years old when the season ends. Think about that. Hear what I'm saying. He could potentially cook in the Champions League. He could cook in La Liga. Hear me out for a second. If Lamine Yamal wins La Liga, just hear me out for a second. Hypothetically speaking, I don't think it's going to happen, but let's just talk for a second. If Lamine Yamal wins La Liga, if Lamine Yamal wins the Champions League, and he won the Euro, just think about it. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, at 17 years old, the fact that all that is possible at 17 years old, because he just won the Euro, they're cooking in La Liga, and who knows what happens in the Champions League? That's always up to grabs, bro. It depends on the stage, right? If City gets knocked out by somebody, Madrid gets knocked out by somebody, in Barcelona, you never know what can happen, bro. Barcelona was cooking last year. They weren't bad in the Champions League last year. At the end of the day, all I'm saying to you, bro, it's not glazing. I'm giving you facts. At 17 years old, this guy could do something that we've never seen done before. And he's a kid. He's a baby. It's wild, bro. It needs to be studied. This is crazy. Like, again, I'm not trying to hype him up too much or be this or be that, but I've never seen anybody at such a young age do what this guy is doing. He is doing something absolutely phenomenal. And the facts are, in my opinion, at his age, Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, he's better because they weren't doing it at 17 years old. They weren't doing it then. He's doing it. And this guy's only going to improve. Is he going to be better than Messi and Ronaldo by the end of his career? I don't think so. No. But at the moment, what he's doing as a kid, amazing.